I literally just had my mind totally blown away. And honestly, it doesn't happen often anymore these days. I was actually meant to record another video today, but honestly, having had this experience in the morning after I came back from my gym, I was completely fired up. I went home, I showed to my wife, she was excited about it. And honestly, wow, this is just incredible. We've now reached a stage where you have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week personal assistant in your pocket, always with you. That is so powerful. What I'm referring to is ChatGPT. Now, don't switch off now because obviously there's millions of ChatGPT videos out there. But now we are in a position to have a proper conversation with ChatGPT. I mean, it was just so good, and I'll show you in a second how good it really is, because obviously we all had already Google Assistant, Amazon Assistant, Apple Assistant. I don't want to mention the names now to trigger your devices, but I mean, they're very good and they do most of the jobs, to add things to a reminder list or set a timer or play certain music. That's amazing, but they're not really very sophisticated. I'll show you in a second how good ChatGPT 4.0 is. Most of you who tried it already been probably impressed. They've recently added so many new features such as custom instructions, DALL-E 3, which is basically an alternative to Midjourney, so you can do your image creation within ChatGPT. That will come very soon. Vision, where you can upload a picture and it will tell you what to do. But now you also have voice on your phone, in your pocket, always with you. And honestly, when I had that conversation, it really reminded me of the movie Her. If you've seen it, I mean, crazy movie at the time when I watched it, I thought, well, that might never actually happen. But now having gone through the motion and experienced it myself, it really reminded me of that movie because, wow, it's just so incredible. Now, in an earlier video about AI, I've shown you a similar scenario where you can already talk to ChatGPT. Basically, I use the voice to text input where I just record my voice. It just writes it over there. Then you hit enter. It will take a second, but then it will answer you in a written reply. But I always wanted to have this voice interaction to make it very seamless. And now it's finally here. You will have access to it if you're using ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month. Some people say it's very expensive, but honestly, I'd be more than happy to spend even more on it because honestly, it will replace so many things in the future. You'll save fancy consultants or even PAs. It can really save so much time and workflows, give you new ideas. For me, spending $20 on that is so much more worth than spending $15, $20 on different streaming services like Netflix, Disney, what have you. This actually will get you further in life. So all you want to do is download it on your phone, either Android or iOS, and then go to your settings. And then from here, you could change different voices if you wanted to. I'm using Cove, man, but whatever floats your boat, you can try different voices there. All right, so let's take it for a spin. What you want to do, obviously go into your normal ChatGPT window, and then instead of 3.5, I've selected 4. Right now, it doesn't work with Bing, unfortunately, so you're just going to keep it on default. And then you're going to click on the little headphone icon over here, and boom, you'll start talking right away. Hi there, how are you doing today?
Hey Kai, I'm just a bunch of algorithms, so I don't have feelings. But thanks for asking. How's the world of smart money treating you today?
Can you give us some investing advice for my viewers who are watching my channel?
Absolutely, Kai. So for the viewers of Smart Money with Kai, here's a gem. Invest in what you understand. Seriously, if you don't get it, don't put your money in it. It's like dating. You wouldn't commit without knowing what you're getting into, right? Another hot tip, diversify. Don't put all your eggs, or in this case, dollars, in one basket. Spread the love across various sectors and asset types. And hey, let's not forget, past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Keep your eyes peeled and never stop learning. How's that for a starter pack?
I mean, you can see pretty cool, pretty impressive. If you want to stop listening, you just pause over here. So then it stops listening. Then you keep on talking, if you're with a friend, etc. But I mean, honestly, pretty cool. And once again, it goes back to how good of a question you ask. I've actually set up my custom instructions where you basically give it more information about you. You don't have to ask and answer that every single time. Plus, you can describe how you want ChatGPT to answer, very positive or negative, long, short, to the point, flowery or not. So you can describe it all over here, and then it uses that in order to craft your answer. And that's really, really cool and powerful and makes the conversation even faster. So depending on your situation, just put it in there into custom instructions, and I will use that as a basis to have the interaction. Because anything in life, right, we need a context. Otherwise, it's just an AI, it doesn't know you at all. This way, you kind of prime it towards answering and knowing you better. And the cool thing is, every time you exit out of discussion, you have the transcript over here. So you can always go back and see, what kind of discussion you had in case you come up with an idea that you want to go back to or refer to, you can find it over here. So it's not just up in the cloud and forgotten about, but you still have the backup and transcript of your conversation, which makes it even more powerful. So let's ask it a few more questions. What would you recommend me to invest in cryptocurrency or to buy some more stocks, dividend stocks, etc.? What do you think?
The $1 million question. Literally. Cryptos versus stocks, the modern day gladiator match. So let's break it down. Cryptocurrency is like the Wild West. High risk, high reward, and a bit of a gamble. If you can stomach the volatility and believe in the technology, it could be a lucrative venture. But remember, you're riding a roller coaster, so buckle up. Now, dividend stocks are your reliable uncles at a family gathering. They've been around the block and bring you cash gifts, those lovely dividends. They're generally less volatile and can provide a steady income stream, making them a solid part of any diversified portfolio. Given the audience of Smart Money with Kai, I'd say why not both? A diversified portfolio can have room for the excitement of crypto and the stability of dividend stocks. It's like mixing a shot of espresso with your herbal tea, gets the job done with a little zing. For you, Kai, and your subscribers, here's my opinion. Understand your risk tolerance, financial goals, and do your research. Then allocate a portion of your portfolio to each based on those factors. So what's the move, Kai? Ready to spice up that portfolio?
I mean, guys, isn't this just unbelievable? When I heard it the first time and had this interaction by voice with ChatGPT, I was completely blown away. And for me, it was just like, wow, because the way the answer is not very robotic, even the intonation is so good, and the content it presents actually makes so much sense in many ways. Now, obviously, you shouldn't take everything 100% one-to-one, but honestly, it gives you so many ideas on what to do, etc. So you can obviously ask about investing advice and for so many other things. This morning, I had a conversation with ChatGPT about building my future business, on my first steps in go-to-market strategy. Even in terms of coming up with a name for the company, I pretty much found it thanks to ChatGPT and a car ride in the morning. And that's just so good because obviously in the car, you might be in the traffic, etc. You're not going to chat with it, but to have a dialogue, it works perfectly well. And the cool thing is, it even works if your phone is closed. If you keep it in listening mode and then lock the phone, you can still talk to it while you're on the go. So you can have it in your pocket and speak to it through your AirPods, or as I said, in the car when it's locked. So it's really, really powerful. You don't just have to sit in front of it. You can do your normal things, even on the run. You can have a conversation like you would with your coach. And that's why I said the custom instructions are so powerful. If you wanted to be your personal coach, just write it over there. Encourage me every day with some quotes, with some motivation to lose weight. And then I will come up with different things and prompts to get you there, to get you moving, to encourage you. And it's really, really powerful. So that's what I'm saying. When I saw the movie Her, I can really see how people in the future are really living with such devices, because it can really be soothing to hear the compliments and so on, if you want this to be, of course. On the other hand, you can write it to push you, to go harder and come up with ideas. But either way, it's just so unbelievable. And we just at the early days, this feature is just launched. It will only get better with time. But already now you can see how powerful it is. I'm planning to shoot another YouTube video for my audience, but right now I'm a little bit stuck and don't have any ideas. Can you give me a few ideas of what the video could be about?
The dreaded creative block. Happens to the best of us, Kai. How about diving into a video about investing mistakes I wish I knew before starting? It's relatable, engaging, and hey, we've all been there. Or you could spice it up with a video called The Shocking Truth About NFTs. Are they worth it? Guaranteed to get those eyebrows raised. Oh, and since you're all about that growth mindset, what about how changing your mindset can double your net worth? Mind blown, right? Feel free to run with any of these. What do you think?
So once again, you can see how versatile it is and for how many different purposes you could use. If you're a content creator, even if you don't make YouTube videos, but you're writing an Instagram post or a LinkedIn post, what have you, you can ask it to give you some content ideas, because let's be honest, all of us have some creative blocks sometimes. Actually, I was about to film something else, another idea that I got through ChatGPT, but then obviously I had this experience, so I wanted to film it and bring it to you while it's still fresh, and you can see really my excitement about it. The use cases of that are basically endless. You can use it for so many things. Honestly, if you're not using it, I think you're really missing out, because right now there's still so many people who have no idea about it. Even if I speak to some of them and tell them about the exciting opportunities it offers, they sit back and say, I tried it. It's nice, but I don't really see how this could be useful for my job or my everyday life. And honestly, it couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of people are very good at pointing the finger and see how bad people could use it against you. And I get it, right? Every new technology can be used for a good purpose or a bad purpose, right? But ultimately, the technology is out there. Let's use it for our own purposes to help us level up and achieve whatever we want to. Personally, I'm going to be using it as my own business coach and strategist, and ask it for continuous feedback on my business building process, for ideas, for iterations, to challenge me. You can also ask it to challenge you on your thoughts. You give it all the ideas that you have and say, critique it as a critic. Or you could ask it to think in the way of Warren Buffett or any of the big investors, or put yourself in the shoes of a startup accelerator, and from that point of view, criticize my business ideas. Only limitation is your imagination. Whatever you ask it to do, it will do. And the conversation is becoming so seamless. It doesn't feel anymore you're speaking to a machine, but instead really to a person, which is really cool. Maybe you have some final advice for the people who watch this video all the way until the end and what they should be doing next.
The grand finale, the cherry on top. How about this? Hey, Smart Money fam, if you've made it this far, hats off to you. Now, let's not stop the momentum. Take action today. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Open that investment account, jot down your financial goals, or hey, even hit that like and subscribe button if you found value here. Because in the world of smart money, we're all about turning knowledge into power and power into, well, more money. Stay savvy and see you in the next video.
I mean, I'm just still absolutely amazed. I couldn't have said it any better. On that note, there's only one more thing for you to do. Check out this video over here next. And after you've done that, definitely download ChatGPT on your phone and start having an amazing conversation with it. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.